Welcome to A Call to Action, a series presented by Great Eastern Radio and Brattleboro Community Television. We're covering many different topics like how to feed children and dealing with the area's most vulnerable population, our elderly. Today, we're chatting with the principal of Green Street School, Mark Speno. I'm Peter Fish Case. Mark, welcome to A Call to Action.
Thanks, Fish. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So the Tulip Trot, that's coming right up, or at least it was coming up, or it's still coming up, but it was supposed to happen this weekend, May 2nd. So what's going on in a pandemic world with it?
Yeah. This Saturday, May 2nd, was supposed to be our 8th annual Tulip Trot. We're really proud of the event. It's become a staple for the Brattleboro community in the spring. And, when the pandemic had initially hit, we felt like, we have to cancel this thing. Obviously, we can't be bringing, typically on the Tulip Trot, we have about 500 people here at the school.
Right.
So we obviously didn't think that could happen. But then as, we got our distance learning program up and running, we felt like we need to really focus on fun things for our kids to participate in. And why not just continue with a virtual Tulip Trot? So that's what we're doing. We're asking our kids and our families and community members to send us videos or photos of them running, going for a run, maybe doing a workout, maybe even playing basketball in the backyard, but any type of physical activity. And we're going to be putting together a video montage that we'll release it on Saturday. So that's our way of sticking with it and not letting the pandemic stop us from this annual event.
All right. So you're actively seeking these videos right now as we speak.
We are, yeah.
So, and just today is April 28th. That's the day of this interview. So if you wanted to contribute and send things to you, where do they send them to, Mark?
So my admin assistant, Mo Hart, is the one collecting the pictures or videos. And her email address is mhart, HART, at wsesdvt.org.
Okay, very good. All right, well, continued good luck with that. I love the fact that that you didn't just give up on it. That you're just sort of saying, we kind of need a bright shiny spot in the middle of all these rain clouds. So it's good for you to do that. But let's dive into things like terms that we weren't really talking about a month or two ago: social distancing and distance learning. Let's dive into that. I mean, the school year ended quite abruptly for you. I mean, when was it actually scheduled to end?
When was the school year scheduled to end? June 18th, I believe.
Right. So here we go. Governor shuts down the schools. You've got to react. How did that all unfold for you?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was the week of March 10th, I believe. That's the week things really intensified.
Yep.
As we approached Friday the 13th, as a school team, we kind of felt like a shutdown was imminent. So we actually acted really quickly as a school staff, and each school grade level team put together a 2-week packet of work. And we actually sent that home with students on the Friday in anticipation of a closure, which indeed did happen on that Sunday. So we were a little bit ahead of the game, luckily. As the shutdown started, our kids had a packet of work, pencil paper packet of work that they could get started on. And that gave us kind of a 2-week cushion to set up our online distance learning package, which we are doing right now.
Yeah. And how is it? Go ahead.
Which includes, class meetings on Zoom, a Google Classroom platform where teachers are presenting work. And it's evolving. I think each week we're trying to learn of what's working well, what's not, and then we're trying to adapt on a weekly basis right now.
Yeah, I keep saying that one of the few of the things that I keep repeating are we're all trying to fix the car while it's moving, or repair the plane in flight. It's this thing that the systems that we put into place today will often look different tomorrow, and we
That's exactly right.
just have to be patient with it. How has the distance learning thing been going? I mean, are you finding that your participation levels are good?
Participation levels are very good. Yeah. There are some challenges. There are some families that are struggling, and our counseling team is really reaching out um, to those families to provide as much support as possible. But we're trying to not put a ton of pressure on families.
Right.
Um, if you need supports, no matter what it is, please reach out to us. We can be um, at least a place to start to provide opportunities for families who are struggling right now, because there certainly are many that are. Um, but we have a resilient community, resilient school community,
Mhm.
people really attuned to the needs of the individuals, the students, and the families. And it's really inspiring to see all the work that is happening and all the reach out that is happening right now
Yeah.
in our town. And, I feel lucky to live in a community like this and to be able to work in a community like this.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be stronger for it in the
Yeah,
end.
we will. We will. I know that we had a chance to talk about a few of the things that I think will be highlighted when we get to the other side of this. And trust me, we'll get to the other side of this thing. It will end. It's tough right now. And one of those things are feeding kids. And we had a few minutes to talk about that before we went on here. Let's continue that conversation though, because I don't think people completely understood how much children rely on the school food program.
Yeah, I think that was the single most important thing that we did as we, set up our distance learning program, was establishing a format for us to deliver food to our children. And currently, we are serving about 2,500 meals a day. Breakfast and lunch gets delivered to families. We're using our school buses, our school bus stop routes, and daily we have about 40 to 50 volunteers working to, put the food together, package it, get it on the bus, and deliver them. And it's pretty remarkable. I know many a day I'll jump in the car and kind of follow a bus around, try to check in with kids, and it's pretty cool to see. We actually just started this week. We're serving 3 meals a day,
Oh
so
wow.
we're adding dinner. So we're up to about 3,000 meals a day right now. Currently,
Oh,
that just started this week.
okay, so that's fresh. And so and now, are you doing this through school funding? How is this being funded? Where's this money coming from?
Yeah, this is through our school meal program.
Okay.
So it's being funded through that.
All right. And are you I mean, are you trying to get budgets increased so you can continue this?
Well, the fact that we're not in session right now, we're not using electricity at the school. I'm coming in, but
Yeah.
other than that, we're finding savings in other places right
Okay.
now. But food is a priority.
Yeah.
Uh, that,
100% straight.
that's our number one priority right now, and just feel like it's something we need to do.
So that's good. Now, so do the kids, when they see you, how do they respond? How are they engaging with you? I mean, obviously from a distance, but
It is. It's really hard because you can tell you just want to give them a hug,
yeah,
and it goes both ways. But it's a big bright smile, a wave. But it's that's the tough part, because you just want to physically, like,
yeah,
be with your community and, give a kid a hug, but we just can't do that right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a conversation with some folks from the Brattleboro retreat who deal with kids, and they were saying like this is one of the hard things that kids just they don't have that full grasp. So the position you're in is well, we're glad to have you there, but I don't envy the position that you're in when it comes to that kind of contact.
And that's why we're really trying to focus on like what are the fun ways we can interact with our children, kids.
Right,
How can we continue to work on our relationship building? And that's why we wanted to continue with the Tulip Trot.
right.
We have to find fun and engaging ways to continue to work on our community building.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so important. So is that are you actively still trying to like engage with kids that way as
Yeah,
well?
we are. We are. Had a conference yesterday with my music teacher, um, Julie Ackerman Hovis, and we have a weekly school sing that we do.
Oh,
Um, she has been hosting a community school sing since we went on this pandemic started. Um, but we're actively trying to figure out how to have an interactive school sing starting next week, hopefully. So
okay.
we're looking for different platforms, different ways to get together um, and have some fun and interact outside of academics.
Okay. That's good. So, I mean, obviously, June will come and go, and things will return to normal. Does what you do then? Do the food programs end at that point, or are you trying to kind of keep those going through the summers? Because, like I said, we're going to have some economic struggle here, so that's why I'm asking. I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't have a definitive answer to that right now.
Fair. That's fair.
So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. But
Yeah.
I would think we're gonna do our best to continue outreach with food.
Right.
It's certainly a community need right now.
Yeah, for sure. Next year, I mean, have you guys begun to think about what next year looks like, and when you get back into the fall?
Yeah, I mean, definitely on our radar. Obviously, really desperately hope we're just able to start the school year like normal.
Yeah,
Just craving that,
yeah,
really. But if this thing pops back up again next year during flu season, we've done a lot of work this spring,
yeah.
and the work we've put in will benefit um, a future response if that's needed. So, we're learning every day, and that's the way we're looking at it. And I'm really amazed at how quickly we've been able to respond in March of this year. That if this were to come up again next school year, I'm very confident in a very quick response to support the
Right.
community.
Yeah, I think it's all about adapting. There's an old saying that says, the strong and the smart are not the ones that are going to survive. It's the ones who are able to adapt. And I think that you guys have done a really good job at adapting. So let's bring this thing full circle. Tulip Trot is this Saturday. Now, are they still able to register and do this? How does that all work?
Yeah, we're not taking registrations. We're
All right.
really just opening it up to anyone who wants to
Okay.
participate. So at this point, if you can record yourself doing some type of workout, going on a run, playing basketball, doing anything physically engaging, send it to Mohart, my admin assistant, and we'll be putting together a video montage that will air on Saturday.
All right. Excellent. And that goes, you can do that today, do that tomorrow, just has to be there. Is there a deadline for that?
Tomorrow would be probably the deadline.
Okay.
And that
So
would give us enough time to put all the videos together.
for
And
sure. For
we
sure.
have a ton. We've been reaching out to the school community.
Good.
And, I think we're going to have a really nice production to unveil. And it'll be on our website.
All right.
Maybe we'll send it to BCTV as well.
Yeah, please do. By all means, I'm sure they would love to have that. That's good. That's really good content, and I think important for people to see,
Yeah.
during this time. Mark, thanks so much for jumping on a call to action. Is there anything else that you want the community to know that we might have missed?
Fish, just that we're all in this together. We all have to look out for each other.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you creating this platform to share different stories in the community. And it's just so important for us to continue to connect with each other. That's what's going to keep us going.
Great.
And, we learn a lot in adversity. And I think we're learning that we have a pretty incredible community.
We do, for sure. And with folks like you in it, it makes it a little easier.
And you as well.
Thank you for doing what you do. Mark, thanks for jumping on a call to action. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, Fish. I appreciate it.
Take care.
We'll see you soon.